The aim of this problem is to solve the equation. In other words, find the value of x that makes the equation true. Now we could guess it and say 5 plus 2 equals 7, therefore x equals 5, but we need to go through a process that will work for numbers that aren't that obvious to work out in our head. Now we need to remove the plus 2 from the x, so x is by itself. And we do that by taking away 2 from both sides. We have to do it to both sides so the equation remains equal. Now we can see that if we've got a plus 2 and a minus 2, they're the opposite of each other. So what happens is they cancel each other out and we're left with just an x, and we get 7 take 2 is equal to 5. Now what we could do is check to see this is true. So we'll put the 5 back where the x was, and we get that 5 plus 2 is equal to 7, and therefore the equation is true, x equals 5. In this problem we've got k minus 6 equals 10, and like before we need to find the value of the unknown, which is k. Now to remove a take 6 so that k is by itself, we need to add 6, in other words do the opposite of take 6. So we add 6 to both the left hand side and the right hand side so the equation stays balanced. Now if we do that, the minus 6 and the plus 6 cancel each other out, and what we're left with is k is equal to 16, which is 10 plus 6. Now we can check that that's true by putting the 16 back into the original equation where the k was, and we can see that 16 takes 6 is 10, so the equation is true when k equals 16. In this problem we've got 3g equals 27. Now 3g together in algebra means to multiply, so we need to remove the 3 so we can find g, and the opposite of multiplication to remove the 3 is division. So what we need to do here is divide by 3 on the left hand side and on the right hand side so the equation stays balanced. Now if we do that, 3 multiplied by g and then divide by 3 means that on the left hand side those 3's are going to cancel, and what we're going to be left with is just g is equal to 9, which is 27 divided by 3. Now again we can check that by putting it back. 3g means to multiply each other, so 3 multiplied by 9 is equal to 27, and the equation is true when g equals 9. In this last problem we've got m divided by 4 equals 6, and we need to find m. So like before we need to remove the divide by 4, and to remove something you do the opposite operation. So the opposite of divide by 4 is to multiply by 4, and we have to do that to the left and right hand side of the equation. If we do that, what will happen is that the divide by 4 and multiply by 4 will cancel each other out on the left hand side, and we'll end up with m equals 24. Now we can go back and check that like before, put the 24 where the m was, and we get 24 divided by 4 is equal to 6, so the equation is true when m is equal to 24.